Yes, family, the boys on just back again. Just today I've got to walk through a place right now. I've got to show you Welsh Streets. So if you've never heard of Welsh Streets in Liverpool, especially in Toxteth, I think you're missing out a lot of things, man, and you need to learn about it today, bro. You get me? So I'm going to be walking around this area. So that's right now, right here. This is a Kelvin Grove. Of course, Kelvin Grove is not part of Welsh Streets or anything, but it's just the area behind it. So I might be going through the street right now. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of history, a little bit of breakdown of Welsh Streets. So you guys, Welsh Street back in the day was saying that back in around the 1846 or 1846 and things like that. So Welsh Street was built around this area to house Welsh migrants. So the Welsh migrants that they came to the city, and I think they're saying at that time it was about over 20,000 or almost 30,000 Welsh workers, or or migrants who came over to, to find work in the city of Liverpool. And then so the house Welsh Streets has been built by I think it's been designed by Richard Owens. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been built by Richard Owens. And Richard Owens designed it, and then it's been built by other people, and also some other, people that have been working in the city. Ever since that time, it's been known as Welsh Streets, yeah. And probably back in 2011, or back in 2000, probably 2011, 2008 or something. Also, there was a bid. Yeah, so if you look at right now, there's still refurbishment has been going on right now in Welsh Streets. It's just been right there, guys. I think the company that took over, they started refurbishing the area, because I'm in Kelvin Grove still. I'm in Kelvin Grove, but I'm gonna come right there. If you look, guys, this is Welsh Streets. They called it Welsh Streets. Wynnstay. We'll end up by Admiral Street as well, Admiral Road. Powis, I think you've got Powis Street, so Powis Street, and is it Madryn or something? Madryn Street, where the drummer for the Beatles, what is his name again? Ringo. Ringo was also from there. So that's the side we still call it Welsh Street, brother. You know what I'm saying? Welsh Streets. It's got a history behind that, you know what I mean? So the history of that. What is it? Who are these right there? Okay, that one right there. L8. Wednesday Street. Yeah, so the houses right now has been refurbished already, and I think it looks pretty much. Can they give me a house here? I don't know. I doubt it, man. It looks a bit nice though. Like the way that it's been refurbished, it's actually been cleaned right now and nice and everything. Like, you might gonna get a place right there, but you can't get it. Do you know what I mean? So, but some of the people might gonna think about, you want to have something like there, but they might not gonna get it. All right then. So this one too. Vilas Street. Is it Vilas Street or something like that? Clean houses, nice. That's what they call it, Welsh Streets, man. I think now if you want to buy a house right here, probably about maybe 100,000, 200,000 pound, you get Welsh Streets. Yeah. People talking about the drummer as well, Ringo. Ringo Starr was born around here. That's what they said. You know. Rolas Street as well. I'm not sure if I can go all the way down. We've got more of the shops. Yeah, man. So that's a bit of history of that, and I wanted to let you know. So you got to know the history behind everything. So if you don't know history behind everything, people, you're not gonna know what's your background, and people might gonna play you just that quickly. You get what I'm saying? So I know what I'm talking about, but like, oh wait, that one there. That one there is Powis Street. Probably named after Powis Castle. We've got Powis, it's named after Powis Castle in Wales, and also got Gwydir Street. It's named after Gwydir's Castle. Is it? I think so, you know. Street, they look pretty much right now clean and neat as well, and have been refurbished properly. They probably want to demolish it back then, but like, I don't know, it's been cancelled. It's cancelled as well, isn't it? What street is this? There's no name on this right there. That's why over there on the top, if you look at the picture of the Beatles, innit? The beacons. That's why people there. Kinmel Street. There's a barber right here. Yes, people. And that one. Probably that's the pub that what they used to. I think probably the Beatles used to write about here, innit? They used to come and party about. Looks alright though. This one right there. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. Like, just a bit of a background and history of what is going on around this area. So if you want to know, you should learn something, man. Have you learned something yet? If you want to learn something from me, you got to learn something from me. You know what I'm saying? So that one here at the top is Gwydir. That's Gwydir Street. Okay, let me just go through Gwydir Street, yeah. Looks a bit quiet though, you know what I mean? Welsh streets, guys. There you have it. As what I told you again, guys, I was just breaking it down for you. A bit of history of Welsh streets. If you don't know, again, I said it was built by, it was designed by Richard Owen, back in probably the 1846. At that time, they're saying that when Welsh migrants moved to the city, looking for work and all that kind of stuff, there's probably over 20,000 or 30,000. They came over, and then by the time that they built it, and then they housed them. Ever since then, and they're saying that basically these places are a bit historical. There's a history. Do you know what I mean? There's a history for these areas. The reason why I'm saying that, I've just got to show you. I think it's a lovely multicultural lifestyle in Toxteth. I think if you behind you, the other side, we've got Gwydir Street, and behind you, you've got Gwydir Street. The other side, side by side. The other side is Gwydir Street. This side you've got Welsh Streets, and the other side as well, there's another. You never know what is happening as well in the history. So you guys, I think you must learn something for yourself first, and you need to know exactly what's behind you, what's coming up for you, and what has been left out for you before. So when you know these kind of stuff, then you will learn a little bit more about you, about your families, about people that you live around. I think it's very important to learn people who are around you and living around you, because if you don't know them, you look like a stranger, and people have failed to know that, because when they see you as, you know what I mean, they can't see you as a stranger. You know a lot of things about them, and that's what it is. Because when people ask you, the first thing they'll ask you, oh right, what's your place, what's your background, what's your that? Do you know what I mean? And okay, so I'm gonna just walk about through out this way, and then I'm gonna get back in the backyard as well, Welsh Street, just to show what it looks like. It looks a bit derelict in the back as well, because there's a lot of refurbishments going on right now. But but then you get to know it, man. What is this one right here? A street. Okay. There's a park right there. What is this? You know what I mean? It's not even a busy area. I see a bit of takeaway right now. It's opened, but it's not that busy, is it? Okay, that's the back bit of Welsh Streets. Devonshire Road West. That's what they call it. So yeah, you guys, that's in the back. That's in the back. So you're not all the way down the Welsh Street. So if you look, so I'm just going to show you in the back what because you know there's still a lot of work to be done for this area. But I think, yeah, you know what I think, guys? Yeah, I think it's also said, like, basically Liverpool City Council, they approved demolition. They want to demolish it back then, but like then they cancelled it, and about 15 millions, 20 millions. But then it happens what happens, man. Eventually now you get it, man. It's been refurbished properly. I don't know the housing association that took over this, but probably Palestine and some other groups, but I'm not sure. So what they call it, Welsh Streets. You know what I mean? People are still working right there. Some jobs. Welsh Streets. They're a group of streets that you know already. I said Powis, Gwydir, is it Kinmel, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it Madryn? Where is it Ringo? Ringo was born there, yeah. So yeah, that's the back of it. Is that lovely? The back of it looks nice, man. It looks nice, man. The way they've done it, actually, it's a lovely, bruv. Like, if you look at that they barricaded these areas like that, so they're not allowing people to get inside. Is it still being refurbished? And yeah. Wow. If you look at this and then in the inside, bruv, will they give me a house here? I doubt it, man. I doubt it, bruv. I think if I told them I want a house here, I doubt it, bruv, because like I think the history behind these streets, so they know it, and I know it now. As I know it now, guys, I hope you learned a lesson about this. I hope you know that now. So make sure you like and subscribe. So what other places that you want me to walk about? So this is Welsh Streets, as what I showed you right now. The area is still pretty much refurbished and it looks really clean. Yeah, so that's the boys on just walking about and telling you about history and background of Welsh Streets. And yeah, also Granby Street with the other side, which is also, I told you the history of it. and this one also is good. If you like what you see, if you like what I'm saying to you, make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, yeah? So I'm just gonna walk it all the way down to the end walk it all the way down to the end right there, guys, as I'm still walking in the back side and the back. Is it Devonshire West or something? Probably Devonshire Road West, but this, all of that is Welsh streets. Welsh streets. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up the Welsh. You know? Like this road right here. Oh, also there's another fact that I've not told you about as well. You know Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders as well. I think they produced some of the films on what is it, Powis? Yeah, Powis Street's there. Just the one right. I think Peaky Blinders also been shot right here. But I think before they did some of the films, and they probably renamed the street as well as Ringo. No, not Ringo. They renamed it. Is it Watery? Is it Watery Lane? Yes, Watery Lane. They renamed the street as well as Watery Lane. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, guys. So there's another fact that if you don't know, now you know. You know, Peaky Blinders, the one that in Birmingham, that drama TV series. So Powis Street. I think Peaky Blinders did one of the shows, did one of the videos right there in that street and named it Watery Lane. That's another fact for all you guys of Welsh streets. It's pretty much famous, innit? So Zonji brings you the best, innit? Yeah? Okay. Welsh street, my friend. Okay. Yes. That is me. Just been walking through this area right now, just showing you little bit of the whole situation, guys. It's Welsh streets, and the boys have just been walking here. Is it a shop? Collins convenience store. It's open, new shop right here. It's a new shop. Okay, there's a new shop. They just opened a new shop right there. It looks like the area is going to be blooming right now, blooming again and blossom. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's the boys Ronji. Make sure you like, if you like what you see, if you like what I've done. So just make sure you do, and share my love, like, subscribe, and show me another way. You know what I'm saying? Show some of the love, man. You get me? Welsh streets, right in the front and in the back as well, and that's another shop. Yes, people, like, subscribe, and show me some of the love. Till next time, the boys Ronji is here. Bye.